whistle. Brilliant! A worldie and a half!
League game is, of course, against Tottenham, the big one, the North London derby. Tell us what your emotions are looking ahead to that game.
Yeah, I can't wait anymore, and I think this is the game that we have to understand that is going to be the turning point for us for this season, and what's better than a derby. I think if you win this game, everyone's gonna maybe change the mindset, and yes, as I said, it's gonna be the turning point in this season. No better games than a derby to do it.
I think any football fan can agree with me that was probably one of the most depressing interviews I've ever seen in my entire life. That is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the captain of Arsenal Football Club, the day before the North London derby, which is pretty much the biggest derby for any Arsenal or Tottenham fan in the league for the season. And that was him pretty much talking about how he can't wait to go and play that game. I don't know if I'm the only one who saw that, but he looked almost lifeless, like soulless almost. You could see by the way he was moving, by the way he was talking, he couldn't even look at the camera. He was looking left and right, his head was down, his cap was down, and he said he can't wait. And did it really look like he can't wait? I mean, as the captain of any football club going into a derby, you almost expect, the captain to speak with a commanding voice, almost like rallying the troops, to some sort of belief. I understand that Arsenal haven't been on the best of runs the past few games, the past few weeks. They're almost in the relegation zone, sitting at 15th on the log. They've lost some really, really tough games. And the fan base has started coming at them. We know how toxic the Arsenal fan base can be. They've started calling for Arteta's head. And personally, I don't even think Arteta should be sacked yet. I mean, it's still the beginning of the season. We're like 10 games in. Arteta has done some good at the club. They won the FA Cup. They won the Community Shield. They've got players like Partey now. They've got Gabriel in defense. I think they have a lot of positives that they can look at. But right now, everyone is so obsessed with getting back into the top four as soon as possible, winning trophies. But you have to trust the process. And that's why people say it's a process and you have to trust it, because at the end of the day, success doesn't come overnight. I think Arsenal fans have been spoiled by the past Arsenal teams who were winning titles. They're still clinging on to the whole invincible season. And I just think you just got to be patient as a football fan. You can't be so reactionary. You can't be impatient. That's part of the whole process of your team developing every day. And I think, yes, it is a tough time for Arsenal fans. And obviously you could see that by the way they got battered by Tottenham. Mourinho masterclass in my opinion. But they just need to be a little bit more patient with Arteta. I hope the Arsenal board is backing him still, and they're going to give him the tools, to try and take Arsenal forward, because he really does seem like a manager who has an idea of what he wants and has an idea of the way he wants the club to play. And without patience and without the right tools, I don't think he can do that. And I don't even think any coach could do that. I mean, how many coaches have they had now? Like 4 coaches in the past 5 years. Emery had a bad run. Ljungberg was in and he also didn't do well. Obviously we know the whole Wenger story. And obviously now Arteta is being called to be sacked, which I think is very, very, very irrational and very, very reactionary. And I have to say, I hope Arteta can turn this corner. As much as obviously I love to see Arsenal lose. I love Arsenal tears. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to see them get relegated. I think they're still a big club in the Premier League. They're still one of the elite clubs. And hopefully, they at least finish in the top 10 That's pretty much their standards right now, or the top 8, maybe even if they're lucky. But anyway, moving on to much lighter news, less depressing news, much more entertaining news. Manchester United have officially crashed out of the Champions League and are going to be playing Thursday night football.
We are playing Europa League with Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Van der Beek, top class world players in there, man, yeah?
Yep.
This is an absolute joke, man. What are we, man? What do you want to be, guys, man? We're playing Europa League football. We are playing Europa League football because of this fraud manager. Today, clueless, man. Tactically clueless, man.
I can't believe it, bro. Man. I was mad confident.
Not good enough again tonight. Not good enough, man. Man was giving Arsenal banter, man. What for, man? Because he comes round the corner and bites me on the arse again, man. He bites me on the arse again, man. I was giving him corn after corn, man. Tapas Pulis, I kept calling him. Paella Pulis. Listen, man, we got an absolute lollipop of a manager, man. Traffic cone manager, traffic marshal manager, yeah? And he's a fraud, mate, yeah? Get back to Molde where you deserve, mate. Go back to Norway where you deserve, mate. That's where you are. That's your level, man. Don't be coming to Manchester United and trying to come to our level, man. You just took us out of the biggest trophy of them all, mate. Glazers, if you know what I mean? If you are looking at this right now, yeah, say to yourself, mate, is this what you want? This what you want at your football club? This what you really, really want at your football club? To be playing Europa League again, man. Again, man. When is it going to end, man? When is this going to end, man? When is the pain going to end? RP Leipzig, man. We lost to RP Leipzig, sponsored by Red Bull, man. An energy drink we lost to, man, tonight. I'm done with this, man. I'm done, Rants, man. I'm done, man. Yo, listen. I'll see you later.
Guys.
And guess what? To my shock, not really. The Ole out merchants have started again. You're seeing it all over social media, all over YouTube, all over Twitter, all over Instagram. We all know how toxic the United fan base is, but I think Ole has pretty much pushed them to a different level. And I know a lot of people are thinking, oh yeah, you know, let's blame it on Paul Pogba and his agent. You know, because of that, the whole scenario with his agent talking about how his time is up at the club. And I actually want Manchester United fans to look back. Take a look back at last season. After lockdown, you know, you guys pretty much crawled over the line to that top 4 line. Let's be honest, you know. Towards the end there, you couldn't beat West Ham. You couldn't beat Southampton. You pretty much barely beat Leicester. I don't know how you guys managed it because you guys were playing terrible football. But yeah, you managed to get some really good VAR decisions along the way. A lot of help from Bruno Fernandes as well, who has been a huge impact on the club. Personally, I don't like his playing style, but I will agree and say the stats don't lie. But you guys crawled over the line. And let's be honest, this season, I know everyone's talking about, oh, you have a game in hand and you guys are like 3 points away from the top of the league if you guys win your game in hand. And I'm telling you right now, Manchester United hasn't played 90 minutes of good football this entire season. Look back to their past 2 games, just recently, before the Leipzig game. Look back at the Southampton game. 2-0 down at the end of the first half. Easily could have been 4 or 5-0. You guys are playing terrible. And you know what? Let's be honest. Southampton didn't take their chances. If Southampton took their chances, that game would have been dead and buried early. And you guys got lucky with that. And you guys sort of pulled a comeback. I don't know how you did it. I don't know if Southampton got tired or the coach just didn't make the right decisions at the end. But you guys crawled over that line. Let's be real. Again, the next weekend, the same thing happens. You get dominated by West Ham. Absolutely dominated. I do not know how many clear-cut chances, West Ham had to bury that game. You go into the half 1-0 down, and I remember tweeting this and saying, United have been getting dominated. It's been a poor performance, but 1-0, they're still in the game. And guess what? You guys managed to pull another comeback out of the hat. But let's be honest, another poor display from you guys. I know you guys are going to try, act all happy, but you guys, it's a facade. Even that win against PSG and Leipzig was a facade. That 5-0 win against Leipzig was false. It was not a true reflection of the game. Leipzig dominated that entire game and pretty much crumbled at the end. And you guys managed to score 5 against them. You should have known it wasn't happening again. And once again, I don't know if you guys think you're like prime Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United, with trying to pull off all these comebacks. But in the European competitions like the Champions League, you will get found out. And Manchester United got found out. RB Leipzig dominated that game, pretty much the entire game. I know at the end, it ended 3-2, but let's be honest. Those goals were a facade, poor decisions by the refs, in my opinion, and pretty much VAR did not come to the rescue for RB Leipzig. And let's be honest, a lot of the times we've seen how Manchester United always get the decisions from the ref, even though they pretty much do not look right in anyone else's eyes. But anyway, it's Thursday night football for Manchester United. I couldn't be happier. United tears is exactly what I want to see on my timeline. So I'm pretty happy, excited about that. I hope they do well. I don't even care, to be honest. It's Thursday night. Nobody cares about Thursday night football. And lastly, moving on to towards the end of the video, I have to say Chelsea Football Club have really been doing it for me this season. We're finished top of the group in the Champions League. We're into the round of 16. We're looking good. The squad is looking really, really strong. We have major squad depth which is something we've needed. And I feel like now at this point, Frank Lampard is finally getting it together. And I must say, I'm so happy for him. Even the fan base has started to calm down and pretty much are willing to give him a chance. I know that he's inexperienced, but he's learning on the job, and you could see the improvement in his decisions. And you could see the potential that our squad has and the upward trajectory we're on right now. Even in the league, big win against a strong Leeds side. And, we're a side which a lot of people thought, could maybe nick it from us, but it was another dominant performance. And for me, the biggest thing that I'm seeing that I'm happy about at Chelsea Football Club right now is the players. You see that the players are together, the players are happy. Even the players that aren't playing regularly or getting game time, you see a player like Giroud who wasn't getting game time, pretty much still stay professional, still, come on, put in a shift, scoring a hat-trick, 4 goals, and rightfully getting another start against Leeds and scoring another goal as well. So you're seeing players come together and pretty much decide we all have one common goal, and that is to win titles. And in order for that to happen, we all have to work together and work as a team. Doesn't matter who's starting, doesn't matter who's scoring the goals, doesn't matter who's getting the assists, but we are winning as a team, and that's what's important. And I hope that Chelsea can carry on pushing. We're really in a position where we should be, and I hope we can make a big title push, and I hope we can make a big push for the Champions League. Come on, you Blues. I'm excited for the game coming up this weekend. Everton is another big game, but I'm confident in the boys to get the result, and hopefully we do, and hopefully we go top of the log once again. Anyway, before I end this video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed, liked, commented, shared. I want you guys to keep that same energy, keep going. The channel's growing. We're over 200 subscribers now. So I want to encourage everyone to keep commenting, keep liking, keep subscribing. Follow on Instagram at Fanalyst TV. Follow on Twitter as well at Fanalyst TV for your latest football content, Chelsea content, and pretty much good banter and good vibes.